Hello and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Talk. I'm your host, Scott Minton. Today we're back in the Brock Bourbon Bar. We got a little mail call from Jack Daniels. My friends over at Jack Daniels was nice enough to send us a sample of the Jack Daniels special release, small batch rye, barrelhouse, Boiler Hill number 2, batch 2. This one's coming in at 142.7 proof, 71.35% alcohol by volume. Lynchburg, Tennessee. So
some hazmat here, buddy.
I do. I love me some hazmat. I'm excited about this. I need to pull up my notes to see if I can find my notes on this to see what the age was on these bad boys. But, while I'm looking that up, if somebody doesn't mind, what you getting on the nose? Anything crazy? I got a little bit of, it's definitely got some heat on the nose.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm trying to get past the first couple whiffs of that kind of ethanol that will come with, this is first drink of the day for me, so.
First drink, you didn't warm up, man?
I did not warm up, so yeah.
Thank God Barbara warmed up. And I saw her over there sipping.
She always warms up no matter what.
She does.
I'm actually getting something sweet-ish.
Yeah, it's really
But
sweet.
I'm getting almost like a butterscotch is what I'm getting.
Not as Scott would normally say, vanilla or caramel or cinnamon, but something unique and kind of special.
To your point, Legend, you can't, or I can't put a butterscotch or a vanilla or anything like that, but it is sweet. It tells me that there's a blend of sweetness. I don't have another way to actually describe it.
So the crazy thing about this, I finally found the release information. So these are going to be sold at the White Rabbit bottle shop there in Lynchburg. They're going to go for $64.99 a piece. And it's their typical 70% rye, 18% corn, 12% malted barley on the mash bill. But it's off that special bonded hill that's right next to Coy Hill, which is Boiler Hill. So kind of a neat little thing. And this one's has something to do with the Fire Brigade, and they're using that money to help with that piece of it. So
I don't know if I'm quite getting butterscotch, but I am kind of getting the old candy that was almost like a caramel / butterscotch that had that little white dot in the middle. That is what I'm getting.
I know what you mean. Oh gosh, I can see the whole little package.
Right.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. You're talking about the cream chews.
Yes. That had that kind of caramelly butterscotch on the outside of it, and then that white dot of cream in the middle.
I do not hate that description at all.
That goes along with my point of it has a blend, if you will, of sweetness, and that kind of describes it.
What about toasted marshmallow? Like it's got a little bit of that super sweet, but it's still you can get the char. Now, these are 10 years old. They said on average. So
the thing is, once you get past that ethanol, I'm not getting much heat. After that first couple.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But I can still get a little bit of the heat now, and I've been sniffing on this for a few minutes now, and even though that sweetness is coming through, it's still there, just a bit. Not like it was the first time I put a nose into it.
Well, it's very smooth for the proof, and it doesn't burn, but it has a nice lingering presence.
I haven't got that far yet.
So one of the batches it said is actually 146 proof. So,
ooh, I must say I'm trying to think of what are the things outside of Obtainium that we've had that high. And I don't think we have 146.
Not at 146. No,
not in a rye.
The old Louisvilles were in the 140s.
We had the one old Louisville whiskey that was 150.
Yeah, the American whiskey.
Yeah, yours was 154. Mine was 151. I think,
right.
Something like
and
that.
Wasn't one of the Well, all of them have been light whiskeys though. There've been few and far between on the bourbons that were actually this hot.
The only other close one was I think the group release you had of those. Finished Bartons.
Oh, yeah.
That were the 13 and 14-year ones.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, those were 143 and some change.
Yeah.
The first old Louisville hazmat was 148.2, but it drank like 115 or 120. Asked my wife, she had to pick me up.
Pick you up or pick you up off the floor?
Yes. Just pick me up.
Or both.
The rye spice on this is really, really nice and delicate. It's got so much sweetness in that floral note. A little bit of like honeysuckle-ish.
No dill, no mint, just really
very
special smoothness.
I'm getting kind of like a nutty aftertaste. I mean, very slight.
Yeah, like a pecan.
Yeah.
Right in the mid palate to the finish. Once you said it, I was like, oh yeah, that's what that is. It's almost like that oily note that comes off of the actual nut itself.
After you've eaten about 2 or 3, and it's kind of that aftertaste that kind of lingers in the mouth.
Yep. Yeah. 100%. That's what I said. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, yeah, it's right there. It's right there in the mid to late palate.
I would never get that because I hate pecans.
You hate pecans?
Well, then how would you know that it's pecan if you don't know what it tastes like?
That's
That's
un-American.
what I'm saying. I would never get that because I
He hates
don't like
pecans.
them. Pecans, walnuts, almonds.
I'm finding the spice on this to be front to mid palate and a little bit in the rear palate, but as far as the beyond that, it's just a nice smooth, very light hug.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how light that hug is considering that proof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
I think some people that are not used to really high proofs like this might still kind of feel it's a little harsh towards that back palate, because I can still kind of feel like that. What we might feel as a tingle is us being used to that proof, knowing and understanding that might come off for other people as kind of, oh, that's hot, it hurts.
Yeah, it's got a hug, but I wouldn't consider it to be like spicy hot. Like
No.
The baking spice that's coming through, like I said, there's some warmth there from that piece of it, but like that finish is nice. I mean, it's sweet. It's a long finish. I mean, I guess it's a Tennessee hug, but
I've had 2 pulls on this, and the warmth is just continuing.
yeah, it's almost like a building. Like the couple of sips, the more you sip on it, the more that hug continues to. But that's what that proof does. I mean, the more you drink something that's in that 140 range, even though it goes down smoothly, it's going to warm you up from the inside out, basically.
Definitely. I can tell it's not kind of like that. The tingle is not kind of like from the rye, because it's not usually rye gets that side of the tongue, mid palate like tingle for me whenever I get those high ryes. So I can tell it's not hitting that on that point.
I would say it's definitely mid palate and then a nice finish.
I just keep looking at this baby bottle they sent it in. It's like a little 200 milliliter Jack Daniel's bottle. It's funny.
Double the proof, half the bottle.
Double the proof, half the bottle.
And you said that they were going to be selling this
Through the gift shop.
through the gift shop.
Yeah, it's a gift shop only release.
$65 a bottle.
Yeah. I mean, it's $65 a bottle. That's a hell of a buy.
Yes, it is.
That's a hell of a buy.
No doubt about it.
10 year.
750
I
or
mean,
375.
10 year. No less.
that's $6.50 per year.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
What was that, Legend?
I said 750 or 375.
I think it's going to be the 375s. I didn't look at that. Let me double check.
Oh, that kind of changes it then.
Yeah, I mean, but
Just
still,
a little bit.
I mean,
Still
it does,
a
but
good
it
deal.
doesn't. I mean, not at that proof and not at 10 years.
Oh, that'd be kind of like what Old Forester's doing with their 117 series.
That's fair. But like I said, I mean, in the retrospect, you're talking it's roughly $15 a year if that's the case, or $12.50 a year, right? Like,
Right, yeah. Still not bad.
Still within guidelines, right? From those old school days. Yes, it's going to be in a 375. So,
All right. So yeah, so that you're up to the 12.5 or $13
still.
a year.
right. $13 a year.
At a 750, it'd be 124. I'm sorry, 130, which is still not all that outrageous for the proof.
No, definitely. I don't think there's a big problem with that at all whatsoever.
The more I take these pulls, though, I'm starting to get a little bit of almost like a cinnamon note.
I was going to mention something. I'm getting like on the
Yeah, right on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah, kind of like that. Probably my 4th or 5th sip, because I mean we didn't pour ourselves very much at all. We probably poured everybody about a half ounce or so of this, and just trying to take those little tiny sips. But yeah, it's almost like that cinnamon red hot. After you have it in your mouth for a little bit, kind of like that leftover. And one thing I wonder is how much, because obviously this goes through their mellowing process. They take it through the charcoal a few times for that mellowing, and I'm wondering how much it really does mellow it, takes out that harshness from this.
I mean, you got to think that it definitely does help with that standpoint, but it is what it is, right? Like, I mean, I think that the amount of time it spent in the barrel, though, is, like, I mean, it's got a good quality. I mean, the color's good, the viscosity's good. It's got a really, really nice chew. I mean, everything on this thing's pretty solid overall.
Yes, and very dark color. What would you probably say it would be? Almost like I would almost about to bark or wood, or like what chestnut?
Yeah, I mean,
like a roasted chestnut
yeah.
color.
Yeah, that's fair. Buckeye,
I can't tell
chestnut.
anymore. My glass is empty.
Your glass is empty. I mean, you can look through the bottle over here, Steve. I mean, you can always pour yourself a little bit more. Just don't go crazy. I have one more person I want to let try this.
He's chugging the bottle.
I know, for real. You never know with the Legend. He's the king of the bottle chugs. So you do have to be a little cognizant of it. So I'm trying to see if I can find this. See if I can find what they say their tasting notes are, and kind of run from there.
Nick mentioned cinnamon, and Barbara showed me a chart that she has, and she said butterscotch and toffee. I'm torn between those two.
No, that's fair. I mean, those are very adjacent flavors.
Exactly.
So, one person might get the toffee, one person might get the butterscotch.
I'm leaning more towards the toffee, because of the sweetness that started with this whole scenario, but gosh, it's good.
Gotcha. Okay. So black pepper, burnt oak, notes of spice, caramel, followed with a finish of light cinnamon, leather, and butterscotch. So we hit about every note.
Every bit of it.
I think the only thing we might have missed was the black pepper. We definitely got all the other spice stuff.
However, we kept saying there's baking and spices, so we never specified.
Specified. I'm not making fun of you. I'm saying specified like that because I was sitting there thinking Sean Connery. Specified.
Yeah, but he doesn't drink bourbon.
He absolutely would drink bourbon.
I'm not saying he wouldn't.
But you're right. That's 007. He's probably drinking scotch or some fancy wine or something.
You don't realize how much that means to me, especially whenever I was doing like old game land party days.
Right.
That was during the times of SNL, and we would sit and do the SNL skits of Jeopardy.
Oh.
Suck it, Trebek. Suck it hard. Suck it long.
Fair enough. All right.
I think the nice thing is that the cinnamon doesn't come in immediately. That the longer that it sits in the back of your mouth and in your throat, that grows on the overall taste.
Yeah,
And
it's more of a slow build
exactly.
where
Yeah.
it's not that really harsh real quick.
Yeah. It's almost not even red hot cinnamon. It's almost like Big Red gum or like Trident, the cinnamon gum.
Maybe even cinnamon applesauce.
Yeah. Not a bad description. I don't know. All right. Do we put a number on this, or do we just say it's really damn good and you should go buy a bottle if you get it over to the White Rabbit shop?
I agree with that. Yes. I don't think we need to put a number on it. I think we all agree.
Now, I'm getting some great. My glass is dry, so I'm getting some great tobacco after smells after this.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm getting a little tobacco.
so is your glass empty? Not quite.
Not completely.
Yeah.
There's a drop in there.
Yeah, once it dries out completely, typically what happens is that, especially on rye, you'll start getting that leather or tobacco note will really, really come through. Yeah, so no, I trust Nick. I literally
We know you two are the same.
Yeah, I mean not the same, but we're pretty damn close on nose and palate. Yeah, it's definitely. It's almost like one of those sweeter like acids or something like that.
I was thinking that in my mind whenever I was sniffing it.
Yeah, so, and I've got a little bit left in my glass. I just can't. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and give it a number. I think this is a solid like 8.4, 8.5.
The longer I nose the glass empty, I get snickerdoodle, personally.
The cinnamon would make sense, though, right?
Yeah.
And then all the other things that's coming through, like those baking spices, cinnamon.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Yeah, like a toasted snickerdoodle for sure. Yeah, I'm surprised, though, the marshmallow wasn't on there. I thought for sure that'd be a tasting note.
Yeah, or maybe like a nut note like that pecan.
Yeah,
Something in there.
yeah, for sure.
We've already covered that, Nick.
That's fair. I don't like it, Nick.
Well, the thing is that I was actually very surprised at the low amount of tasting or palate notes that usually, because whenever you get like any type of typical release,
Right.
there's about 4 to 5 nose, palate, finish. Each of them has like about 5 different things. But
Right.
But whenever you rattle that off, I'm like going, wow, there's like 1 to 2 each.
Yeah, it was really just a few. Yeah, a few each. That's it. So, but I'm good. I'm good on that number, 8.5. I mean, I think that's about where it's at. Anybody else wants to throw in a number, I'm more than glad to take it. But kind of where it is. I mean, so
I'm about in that ballpark. I don't disagree.
I think the consensus is if you are near Jack Daniel's, stop by the White
Run.
Rabbit shop, go grab it. Pick it up, $375-$64.99. Good luck. I hope you get one because it's definitely well worth the price that you're going to spend on it. It's better than some of the most recent Coy Hills that we've tried. So I think that says a lot. So
Definitely.
If you want to find Bourbon Barrel Talk, you can find us on Facebook, the Instagram, or the X. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you get those episodes as soon as they hit on Sunday morning at 6 a.m. This is Scott, Dan, the Legend, and the Brock signing off from the Brock Bourbon Bar. Peace out.
Schlancha.
Later.
Prost.